it's me again. Different clothes. Welcome in. I'm going to give some people some time to get on for the yoga. I hope you guys enjoyed the snow day if you got it today. I still had to work remote, but you know, it was nice to stay in my comfy clothes today. And not have to leave the house. I hope you guys didn't have to leave the house either. We're gonna work on some shoulders. I'll give it another minute or two so people can start to pop on. I know people are unfamiliar with this because I haven't really done too many since COVID, which I used to do them all the time during COVID. So this is much different. So welcome in. And you know what? We'll just get started. And then if people pop on, they pop on. I might need to move this a little bit. Hi. Close up. Jump scare. Welcome to my home. If you don't know a whole lot about me, these are all the medals from, not actually all of them, this is just the ones that I really liked from me running half marathons and marathons. This is a magazine I was in, Ohio Running Magazine, and that is my first half marathon. So like all of these are from me. Hi. Oh, you made it, Christy. I tried to get on there before I got on here, but like it wouldn't pop up your comment, and I had to get on here. So apologies. I did try to get to you. Like I said, these are all my running medals from many years of running. Don't do it as much anymore, just too busy with life, but maybe someday, maybe someday. So welcome in. Let's take a breath. I know this cold, this snow has had everyone on, you know, anxious level 10, right? It's okay. Not knowing what's going to happen, not having control over what's going to happen or how things are going to plan out is just something that we have to let go to the universe and just trust. And it's always not in our timing, right? It's in Mother Nature's timing. And it's a good life lesson to learn is when you have to let go of control. Just go with it. We all did okay, you know? Thank goodness most of us didn't lose power and we are all safe. Some of us got to stay home today. So I hope that you took that time to get some rest and enjoyed your snow day. So thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Like I said prior, we're going to work on the shoulders, kind of a lot of heavy shoulder and upper back stretches. So take a seat. I'm sitting on a blanket, but you don't have to be. So whatever feels comfortable for you. Come to a comfortable cross-legged and take a breath. I like to take a few of what we call these let it go breaths. You can take a big breath in and exhale, let everything go. You're by yourself, so you can do whatever you want. You can be loud. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. One more big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Letting go of any frustrations, any expectations that maybe they were just not there this week. It's okay. We had to shift. Mother Nature didn't give us a choice. The world is very chaotic, and I feel like Mother Nature put an absolute freeze on things going on in our country. And maybe we need it. Maybe we need that time out to collectively get our thoughts. And if you took the morning meditation, we talked about freezing out things that we can't control, that create tension in our bodies. I like to think of those negative things as a block of ice. And every exhale is a soft bit of melting that hard, stubborn ice inside of us. We don't get to choose when that block melts. We can only soften it over patience and time. And guess what? Sometimes another storm comes in and the ice gets heavy again, and then we have to start over again. This part of life can be frustrating, but it will always happen when it's supposed to. So when you're ready, let's start with the shoulder stretching. Let's dip the chin down to the chest. Press the shoulders down and away from the ears. Take a breath or two. If it feels good, focus your breath between the shoulder blades. Taking a big inhale. Expand from shoulder to shoulder, using the breath to create space in the upper back. And then gently exhale, release. Again, big breath in. Expand from shoulder to shoulder. And then exhale, gently soften. One more big breath in. Expand from shoulder to shoulder with the full breath in. And exhale, gently release. We're going to softly roll the head to shoulder. As you inhale, take ear to shoulder. As you exhale, drop the chin to chest. Feeling the soft movement. Next time, right ears to right shoulder. Let's softly pull the left shoulder down. Feel the release from behind the ear, down the neck, and into the shoulder joint. Can you press down the left shoulder a little bit more? Feel the stretch go a little bit deeper, relieving tension along the left side of the neck. And then soften the left shoulder. We work our way left ear to left shoulder. Take your time. And just the right shoulder presses down. Feel the stretch along the neck and into the shoulder joint. Take a breath. If it feels good, do you want to press the right shoulder down a little bit more, taking the stretch a little bit deeper? Let's soften the right shoulder. Chin comes back to chest. We press the shoulders down and away from the ears. Feeling a little bit more space between the ears and the shoulders. And then gently bring the chin up. We're going to start with some shoulder rolls. We're going to take the shoulders up to the ears. Round them back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Gently bring them down. Again, bring the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then gently drop them down. A few at your own pace. And as you're doing these shoulder circles, I want you to notice how big the circles are, your range of motion, any tension you feel along the way. When you get the shoulders back to neutral, we're going to take those shoulder circles the opposite direction. So we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, round them up to the ears, and then gently draw them forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw the shoulders up to the ears, and then gently drop them down. So a few reverse shoulder rolls. And again, notice your range of motion. Notice any tension. As you come back to center, if you need to change the cross of your legs or wiggle out the feet, you can, just in case they're getting a little sleepy. And when you're ready, we're going to float the right arm up. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And as you close your eyes, I want you to focus on the space from hip all the way to fingertip. Can you reach up a little bit? Do you feel any tension along the right side? Notice how far the fingertips go up towards the ceiling. And as you close your eyes, tuning inwards, I want you to kind of take a mental ruler from hip to fingertip. Noticing that space. We're going to change that. So when you're ready, we're going to rainbow or reach over towards the left. You can look up towards the ceiling or you can look forward, whatever feels good. I always think of I'm a little teapot when we do this one. So you can be a little teapot. As we rainbow over, you're going to feel a pull from the lower back up to the shoulder. We're going to put this in motion. We're going to bring it back to center. Take a breath. And then gently tip our teapots back over. And then a few at your own pace, whether you want to speed it up or slow it down. All of this virtual yoga, you guys remind me of COVID with all of those classes that we did for over a year together online. I loved my time, but I really missed seeing people during class. But this kind of makes me miss having some of these options. So if this is something you guys want me to kind of, put some in, let me know, and we can do some virtual classes over the winter. A few more. I do sell downloadable yoga classes on my website, witchyvibesyoga.com. So if you like these and you want some, it'll give you a private YouTube link that you get to keep forever. So none of them are over $10. And you get to keep those yoga classes forever and ever. They're always yours. But we can always do some virtual pop-ins. You guys let me know what you like. And next time you're over towards the left, we're going to pause and hold. Can you extend the fingertips a little bit more? Press the right bottom down. Reach the fingertips over. Ooh, big stretch. And then right hand's going to stack on top the left, and we're going to look over the left shoulder. And as you look over the left shoulder, you're going to feel the twist between the shoulder blades and the mid-back. We're going to lengthen through the spine. We're going to lift the chin, lift the chest, and then look over the shoulder a little bit more. And as you do that, I want you to focus your breath mid-back, where you feel the twist between the shoulder blades and the mid-back. Take a breath to that space. Breathe right into the tension. And then exhale, release. Again, inhale. Expand and exhale, release. Another one, inhale. And exhale. Can you look over the shoulder a little bit more? And let's gently untwist. Right arm's going to float back up and overhead. We can reach a little bit higher, but let's go into the shoulder joint a little bit more. The hand is going to go either to the back of the neck or between the shoulder blades. So you're going to reach the palm down, so it's just going to bend. And left hand's going to come up to the elbow, coming into a half sunflower. And you can feel the chin go forward. That is a light stretch. If you lean back into the shoulders, you feel it go into your shoulder joint. Take a breath or two. Can you lean back just another breath? Left hand comes back down. Right arm reaches back up. And then we're going to drop it about shoulder height. You can see my fingertips reaching towards you. And then I want you to draw the shoulder forward. See how I do that little bit of motion? I draw the shoulder forward. And after you draw it forward, we're going to bring the right arm across towards the left. Left hand is going to give a little squeeze. And Jody Widman, this is for you. If this is your only hug of the day, give yourself an extra squeeze. Or Jody likes to give herself a little smooch. Whatever feels good to you, give yourself a squeeze or a smooch. If it's the only hug that you get, make it a good one. Last little squeeze. And let's release the arms back down, hands back to the knees. And I want you to close your eyes, and you may even physically see the difference. Notice how the right shoulder slides down. You can extend the legs out if they got a little sleepy. And then do some shoulder circles. Notice how bigger the circles are on the right, and you can reverse direction. Notice any range of motion. Any difference that you feel from left to right. Notice it and take a breath. And let's give those legs a break. We're going to walk them out forward, toes towards the ceiling. Just let those hands rest, drawing the chest towards the toes. We'll finish the other side, but let's give the legs a little break. They can get sleepy from all the seated poses. And then walk those hands a little forward if it feels good. So what do you think is going to happen tomorrow? Do we think that's going to freeze and that snow is going to blow and we're going to be in the same situation we were yesterday? But I bet they'll still make us go to work, huh? Let's slowly roll back up. We'll cross the legs back in. And let's even out the shoulders. When you're ready, left arm's gonna float up. I gotta be careful I'm not slapping things. And again, notice the space from hip to fingertip. Any tension. Take out an imaginary ruler. We're measuring from hip to fingertip. As we reach up, we feel tension. We don't feel a good range of motion. Let's lean over towards the right, either looking forward or looking up. Whatever version you choose. Left bottom stays grounded into your blanket or into your floor. That keeps the stretch to the left side. Hold it. And let's put it in motion. As we inhale, we come back to center. Take a breath and exhale. Rainbow back over or reach over. A few at your own pace if you want to speed them up or slow them down. Next time you're over towards the right, we're going to pause and hold. See if you can extend the fingertips. Left bottom presses down as we reach over towards the right. And then right hand's going to stack on the left. We're going to look on the right. We're going to look over the right shoulder. And then we're going to sit tall. We're going to lift the crown of the head, lift the chest. And look over the right shoulder. As we tune into ourselves, feeling the twist through our mid-back and through our shoulders. As you take a breath in, expand through that space where you feel the twist, where you feel any tension. And then release. Again, a big breath in. And big breath out. One more big breath in. And exhale, release. Can you look over the right shoulder just a little bit more? Take the stretch a little bit deeper. And then softly untwist. Left arm's gonna float back up. We're gonna reach up, reaching up a little bit higher this time. Let's drop that down about shoulder height. Wait, we gotta do this way first. My bad, see? I get into it. We're gonna bring that hand between the shoulder blades and the back of the neck. See? No one's perfect. Right arm is gonna come give a little press, coming into our half sunflower. Now we lean back. If it feels good, you lean forward. If you want to come out of the stretch a little bit, so leaning back into the shoulders. Take a couple breaths. You're feeling it open up the upper back and the shoulders. One little last lean back. And then we release, left arm reaches back up. Now we drop it to shoulder height. And we're gonna reach the shoulder forward. So the fingertips are gonna reach forward. We're gonna pull the shoulder forward a little bit. And then left arm's gonna reach over towards the right. Right hand's gonna give a soft press. Your second hug of the day. Give yourself a squeeze. Jody hug number 2 or smooch number 2. Feel the pull from the spine throughout the shoulder joint. One more big squeeze. Release any last bit of tension along the left side. And then we're going to release, hands come back down to the knees. Wiggle those shoulders. Drop the shoulders down and away from the ears. So much more space. Let's do those shoulder rolls again. Backwards. Forwards. Feeling how much more range of motion we have. Now let's work a little bit on the legs. We're going to take the legs back out. Wiggle the feet. Point the toes away. Feel the stretch on the top of the feet. And then lift the toes, press the heels away. I made sure I don't have any holes in my socks tonight. I have been guilty of that before. And let's windshield wiper the feet. We're gonna press the big toes together. Heels are still separated, and as you press the big toes together, you're gonna feel it on the outside of the hips. And then we're gonna press the pinky toes down towards the floor. And then a few where we press the big toes together. And then drop the pinky toes down. Taking your time. Feeling the rotation all the way into your hip joints. If you close your eyes, sometimes it can feel really weird. Feeling your leg bone move into your hip joint. And let's lift those toes again. We're going to cross the right leg over the left. And you want to interlace the fingers and gently draw the right knee towards the chest, opening up the outside of the hip. Right foot can be down all the way down to the floor of the mat, or it can be a little lifted if the hips don't quite cross like that. That's okay. Draw the knee into chest, sit tall. Can you give it another squeeze? Release tension in the lower back and in your hip. And we're going to do a tricky one here. So if you want to watch me, so we're going to take this leg back out and we're going to bend it backwards. So knee's going to go back. So if this hurts too much, you can just keep it out. But left foot's going to come into the thigh. This is a goddess pose. So if you need to watch that again. Right foot's going to bend back like you're kicking yourself in the butt. Left foot's going to go to right thigh, coming into a goddess pose. So what I like to do first is put my left hand on my left thigh, my right hand to my right hip. And we're going to kind of sway to the right and then back to center. Feeling it in our right hip joint. So what we're trying to do is getting the right bottom down towards the floor. So just moving a little bit of motion. Feel the gentle sway. Working into our hip flexors. And then as you come back to center, we're going to take the right hand right to the right hip and see if you can press down a little bit. Maybe sinking the right bottom down towards the floor a little bit more. Just encouraging. not causing any tension or any stress. And then we're going to extend the right leg back out. And we're going to do another funny one here. So we're going to go into a figure 4 stretch first, and then we're going to go into double pigeon or fire log. And I'll talk you into that. So here, we're going to work on our hamstrings and our spines. What I want you to do is stack your hands over the right thigh. And I want you to sit tall through the crown of the head. And as you close your eyes, I want you to imagine each vertebrae along your spine. We're going to move one at a time, nice and slow. So imagining each vertebrae going along your spine. We want to move one at a time. Set that intention. Arms are going to reach off the shoulders. An inhale, we sit tall. An exhale, we draw the fingertips towards the toes, one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. And wherever your body says stop, you feel a little tension, you stop there. Take a breath. And then we're going to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. When we reach the top, arms float up and overhead. Full breath in. And as we roll back down, one vertebrae at a time again, nice and slow. Not landing, just hovering. And maybe you get a little closer to the toes each time. Pause, take a breath. And then gently roll back up. Full breath brings the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, draw the belly button in. Roll it back down. And this time, wherever the hands land, you can stack them on the leg. Or if you have the toe grip, you can grab that. And what I want you to do, if you have the toe grip, is we're going to press the toes into the hands and the hands into the toes. Feel the stretch go all the way down your leg. You can drop the head, pulling the crown of the head towards the toes. Whenever you're ready, arms are going to float back out to the side. We're going to go out of this pose exactly how we came in, slowly rolling up, one vertebrae at a time. Arms float up and overhead. We come back to center. We drop those hands down by the side. We're going to bend the right knee. And as we come in, you're going to have two options. Either foot is going to be in front of the left knee, we're going to press down the right thigh, or if you want to do the fire log, double pigeon, you can bring the foot onto the knee and gently press the right thigh down. Whatever feels good, and if none of that feels good, just leave it back out in front. Mine tend to get a little tight, so it can be a challenging pose. I like to rock in this pose if it feels uncomfortable. You don't have to add a whole lot of pressure. Like I said, you can move the knee. Always being gentle with it. We don't want to yank on it and cause any hurt or discomfort. Just a soft press. Working into our hip joints again. let's shake those legs out. Extend them down. Wiggle the feet, maybe noticing less tension in the right side than the left. Take a breath before we head over to the other side. And that will be the end of our class. So we have one more section to do. We already know what it is, so let's not stress about it. We're going to do that funny stretch again. So left leg is going to bend behind. If you need to see that again, we're simply just bending like we're going to kick ourselves in the butt. And then right foot goes to the inner thigh. Do we need to see that again? We're going to kick ourselves in the butt with the left foot. Right foot comes to the inner thigh. This is called a goddess pose. I like to put my right hand on the thigh, left hand to the hip, and let's add that sway from side to side. If you have a tight hip flexor, you're going to feel it right now. My left side is always my worst side. As you gently sway, we're working the left bottom down towards the floor or the mat. As we work back to center, we're going to keep the left hand to the hip and then gently encouraging it down, the left bottom down towards the floor. Pause. Take a couple breaths. Let's go to the figure 4 stretch on this side. Let's gently bring the left leg back out. Right foot stays where it is. Hands are going to stack over the left leg. Once again, extending and sitting tall through the crown of the head. We're going to close our eyes. Visualize each vertebrae going down our spines, so that we can slowly move one vertebrae at a time. When you've set that intention, we'll slowly reach the arms up about shoulder height. Take a deep breath in as we sit tall. And as we exhale, we gently move one vertebrae at a time as we reach for the toes. We're not going to land there. We're just pausing and hovering wherever the lower back says stop. And then slowly roll it back up. With a full breath in, arms float up and overhead. And when you're ready, we slowly exhale, rolling the body down. One vertebrae at a time, we hover, not land. Let's roll it up again, nice and slow. I always say, life is fast. Let's enjoy yoga, moving as slow as we can, enjoying every breath, every movement. This time as we roll back down, we'll bring the hands down either to the top of the leg or the toe grip And if you have the toe grab, press the toes into the hands into the toes. Feel that wiggle of the feet and the palms go into the hip joint. Drop the head if it feels good, pulling the crown of the head towards the toes. And we're going to come out of this exactly how we went in. Arms are going to reach out towards the side. A slow roll up. Arms float up and overhead. Full breath in. And then float those hands down by the side. You're going to do your version of double pigeon, either here or fire low. Once again, you can give a little press to the thigh. You can rock the knee up and down. Whatever feels good. Or if you ever go to my class, I say, whatever feels less terrible. Sometimes these poses can challenge you. Take a few more breaths. Notice where you can add to the stretch. Notice maybe if you can just sit in this uncomfortableness just a little bit longer. It's a good life lesson right now. The world can feel uncomfortable. Sometimes we have to sit in that uncomfortableness to create change. Let's extend those legs down. Wiggle the feet. Point the toes away. Noticing how they feel a little bit more even with a double-sided stretch. Take a breath. And let's fold the legs back in one more time. As you fold the legs back in, I want you to notice if they cross a little easier. Sway the upper body from side to side. Do you feel less tension in your lower back and in your hips? And as you come back to center, can you draw the shoulders away from the ears? You feel like you're carrying less tension. There's more space between the ears and the shoulders. We're going to close out this class with a little breath work to help reset your nervous system. As you inhale, fill the chest and the belly. And as you exhale, give a soft press of both palms into the belly and the chest. As we finish out with this little bit of breath work, we talked about how our emotions feel frozen in instances like this, like a block of ice. We feel like it's so hard to chip away. Sometimes we want to take out the chisel and get to that center quicker. But it doesn't change that there's still pieces everywhere. You still have to melt the whole block. Every breath we take softens that block, melting it just a little bit. But guess what? If we all come together, we all take a big breath together, we exhale at the same time, we can help each other. Melt our ice just a little bit quicker. So I encourage you this week to reach out to people. Soften that coldness. I know the world seems very difficult, and maybe it's been that felt good, to approach people. But we don't create change by staying inside away from each other. So I encourage you to go seek people again, even if it feels, uneasy, or maybe it feels a little difficult. There's a lot of us out there looking to help each other. So I ask you to open your heart, be kind, and help one another. And as we close this out, we're going to bring the hands to heart center. I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. Like always, if you have any questions, always reach out to me. I'm always available. Whether it's, a right away answer, or it takes me a little bit. I have a lot going on, but I will always respond. I thank you so much. Namaste if you choose. And we'll see how the week shapes out. I may pop on here again if there's another level 2 at any of my classes. I'm going to use this virtual option for my Jazzercise members or whoever those classes are. I don't want you guys to go without a class, so I'll always pop in, and I hope you guys, stay safe, and I hope things go better for you. Have a great week. Bye.